Yo, what's good, fam? So it's your boy Mike G. In this video, we're gonna take a look at. I just added the FSD subscription for a month to see, just test it out, and we're gonna see how it works with the navigation portion of the FSD. So let's check it out. One thing that I noticed now that I added the FSD, when my navigation is navigating or when I'm heading out, it gave me the option to navigate on autopilot. It was off, I hit it and it turned blue, so we'll see once we get over here on the freeway how that goes out. Daily, unless you're getting like a S-Plaid or what have you, because you have long dollars and you're just collecting cars. In my opinion, if you go from an ICE car to an electric car, whether you're thinking green or you're thinking that I'll save on gas, either way, you're more than likely going to drive it as your daily. So it is a fun to drive car. I am a diehard Volkswagen enthusiast. So please, if there are any Tesla fanboys on here, or fangirls, fan women, please don't blow me up. I did buy a Tesla. I still have a Volkswagen sitting at home. I do, full disclosure, I still have a Volkswagen ID4 all-wheel drive Pro S on order. We'll see how that goes. So whenever it gets in, I have the option to test drive it and see if I still want it. But one thing, the difference between the Volkswagen and the Tesla, the Volkswagen, I can get my full refund back from my deposit.
Take the H2 South ramp on the right toward Honolulu.
With Tesla, I couldn't get my deposit back. I did not buy the Tesla
now
because
I H2 South ramp on the right.
Didn't want to lose my deposit. I'm not that cheap. However, after driving it again, when it came in, went back over to Tesla, drove another Model 3 standard range plus, and I was like, okay, yep, I can deal with this. Since ownership, I loved it even more than that little bit of test drive. It's not a good, you can get a pretty good feel on it for the test drive, but driving it daily, charging it, and all the other good stuff, really put things in perspective. You get to learn everything as opposed to you're trying to figure stuff out on the test drive, and then it's just short. So, all right, we're on the freeway, up the freeway speeds, engage autopilot, and we'll see how this goes. So, again, I don't know what's the difference. I know that there is a camera up here, and that it watches your eyes. So if you take your eyes from off the road too much, it'll start to disengage the autopilot. So, little note: when you do engage in autopilot, even though I can go hands-free and let the car see it's turning on its own, I like that the little blue icon will turn as the car is turning. The little blue wheel will turn too. I don't have to put my hands on the wheels. I am still the operator of this vehicle, so if something happened, this car that's coming up on me drives too fast, I'm gonna change lanes. So you see it, and change lanes safely, and it continues on. I don't know if you can tell in the video, it slowed down a little bit. It detected the cone, so it slowed down a little bit, and then it continued on. So I'm gonna adjust the speed up. It's asking me to confirm out of the passing lane. Yep. So that was cool. It noticed that traffic was building up behind me. It automatically asked me that I want to get out of the passing lane, and it showed me that it had clearance. I confirmed. All I had to do is hit the turn signal, and it went over there. Same, just like then, it just told me that traffic was going slower, and that if I wanted to pass, to just hit the turn signal. So I thought that was very, very cool. Again, that's something that does not happen on autopilot. That is something that was activated with the FSD. So driving in traffic, that might be part of the navigate on autopilot. It's trying to get me there at a certain time. It's saying that I'm gonna be at my destination at 11:39 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. So with it seeing that traffic was in front of me, going slow or slower, that I needed to change lanes. So now If you've seen it was blinking blue, it's telling me I need to put my hands on there. One of the things, I don't know if you've seen, if you adjust the volume, you don't have to always touch the wheel. If you hit the volume button or one of these buttons that are on here, just engaging those buttons, it will satisfy you touching the wheel again. But one of the things, again, I noticed, I guess that's because of the navigate on autopilot, I didn't see it yesterday, but me having to navigate on autopilot, my car automatically recommended, me to pass a car or to get out of the fast lane when a car was coming up behind me. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, I am responsible for the car because I am the operator. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I can't end it here because it just told me again, vehicle coming up, and to get out of the passing lane. So I love that it's got the 360. My car is aware, it's cognizant of vehicles are coming up on me. That'd be great. I remember when I was stationed in Germany, traveling down the Autobahn, when you're in the area of the end of all restrictions, and you can go as fast as your car could go. You, as an American, thinking that you on the Autobahn doing 150, 160 miles an hour, you're going fast, and then you see a car coming up and you moving faster than you are, flashing their headlights because you're in the left lane, and they're traveling at 170, 180 miles an hour, and they're going to be up on you quick. By the time you look in your mirror again, they're behind you. So I like that this car is telling me, like, hey, you need to get your butt out the way because there's another fast-moving vehicle coming up and you're blocking the passing lane. So, anyway, Mike G, I am going to end it here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I do talk too much. I know I do. So let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. What do you want to hear, see, or whatever the case may be. All right, until the next time, I'm going to bid you a warm aloha. Well, I keep it going a little bit more. I'm seeing how we're coming down the hill, down the mountain. You might be able to see. I don't know if you can see further up. You can see the ocean. For some of you all, you might be like, oh yeah, big deal, it's water. I'm seeing water. For me, it never gets old. It doesn't bother me living on the island. I don't get island fever. Even though I did just recently say I haven't been off this rock since the beginning of the pandemic. So I'm looking forward to going to celebrate my birthday with my family on the cruise, one of the things that I love to do. But I do love the water, even though I do get terrified of it to a certain degree. I'm okay on the ship. Try to put me on a surfboard, which should have did a video of that. One year for my birthday, we went, my wife took me, we went stand-up paddling, stand-up paddleboard, what's up? And that was hilarious. But
In 1 mile, take exit
I did have a good time. I could say I had the experience. I still have to go and try surfing. I've lived on the island for almost 21 years now. I have not tried surfing. So that might have to be a YouTube video or two within itself, comic relief. All right, so we're coming around. You can see parts of Pearl Harbor, Pearl City. But I'm gonna bid you an aloha, and until the next time, be safe and be friendly to one another. Aloha. Chee! So yeah, I know I said goodbye and that this would have been the end, but I missed a great opportunity that I didn't know. So part of the navigation part, with the navigate on autopilot, it has been changing lanes. It even actually had took the off ramp. Well, I had to change freeway, and it actually took it. It told me I had to navigate over to the lane that I needed to be in. It navigated over, and then when my exit came up, It's slowing down because it sees the cars coming on. This is awesome. This car, I feel real safe. I mean, my hands are still here, right here by the wheel. You still have to, you're still responsible for it. I'm still actively looking at everything, but it's constantly checking behind me. So I like that it did come up to an interchange, and it automatically went into the lane itself. I didn't have to do nothing. When it was time to change lanes, they told me I needed to get change lanes, that my exit was coming up. Like that truck just came up. It almost hit me, but the Tesla slowed itself down and allowed the car to come in, and it's maintaining its distance between the car in front of me. So, do I like the FSD? I sure do. I'm loving it. I haven't tried to do the parallel park with it. I did do that years ago back in 2018 when I test drove the Model 3 Performance. I have not done it since I downloaded it again. I just downloaded it yesterday just to see how it will go. Put some video together, maybe give a different perspective of what you get included into the package that might not have been talked about. And one of the things that I did not know when I'm navigating on autopilot, I didn't see, it's probably content out there, not saying that I'm the first, but I didn't see video that talked about when you have to navigate on autopilot, that when you have an interchange or whatever come up and you have to take an off ramp, that it does take you, it drove itself through the off ramp. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was trying to turn my GoPro back on. I had it off to try to conserve the battery and was missing content. Alrighty, we'll end it right here. Until the next time, aloha. So I figured I'll add a little bit more to the video. We're back at it again. I'm almost coming up to my exit. So I see, I don't know if you can see it, it's saying that in 1.9 my exit 21A is coming up. I'm at 20A. And I see it has the little blue arrow and the little blue steering wheel. I'm assuming that it is, you know what they say about assumption. I'm assuming, because it's the same little blue steering wheel, kind of similar to the one that's letting me know it's in autopilot, or FSD in this case, that it's going to drive me off the lane. So I decided to record again, even though my battery is getting low. Hopefully I'm going to make it. But I wanted to try to capture that content of it actually driving itself off the freeway or to my exit, which is coming up. So I'm gonna put my turn signal on to take me over again. I just love that it checks the blind spot for me. I don't have to do it. And I can see the sign saying,
in 1 mile, take exit 21A on the right onto Poly Highway.
But she just said. So my exit's coming up in a mile, and we look like I have enough battery, so yay. We're gonna see what happens when I get up to the exit, if it's gonna drive and take the exit, or if I'm gonna have to take control from the autopilot to take the exit. Again, it might not be seen because of where I have the camera positioned, but there is a blue arrow going to the right showing me my exit, Poly Highway, 0.5 miles, 21A, and it's blue. So let's see. This will be the first time I see it. I'm excited. Again, if this is something that you already seen before, I apologize. I hadn't seen it. I have been watching several different videos, and I might have seen it. Change lane to follow route. Use turn signal to confirm. Alright, so it's telling me I needed to get over. That's smart within itself, that the car is like, hey, I need to get over. so that you can be able to take the appropriate exit. I can imagine in large cities, especially when you're not sure, that this being beneficial. Because a lot of times the navigation tell you exit in 1 mile, or exit.
Now take exit 21A on the right.
So it's saying 400 feet, navigate on autopilot, ending. All right, so
In 500 feet, turn right onto Poly Highway.
it just turned itself off. But I do have to go to the
Now
right.
turn right onto Poly Highway.
So it did take the exit. However, it told me that the autopilot was ending, because right now it still doesn't navigate through the city or on back roads, which is supposed to be coming. So again, do I personally right now, after having it for 24 hours so far, yes. Again, I just said I can just imagine going through an area, you coming up on the freeway, and you know that you got to take the exit, and there's multiple exits. Sometimes it can be confusing on the navigation when it's telling you to take the exit. One thing that I've noticed, that on most navigations, when it tell you to take the exit, exit is approaching in X amount of feet, whatever, miles, whatever, when it says again, it says take the exit, that means the exit that is coming up is your exit to take. But with the autopilot, the full self-driving version of autopilot, if you have it navigating on autopilot, it lets you know what's coming up, if you need to change lanes. Just that peace of mind right there is kind of worth it. Plus the other benefits, the summons your car. This morning I didn't summons my car, but I was able to pull it out of the garage without having to get into my car. I'll pull it out of the tight space. If you do, that's another thing. If you have to park in a tight spot or retrieve it from a tight spot, you can use your phone to pull it out, to pull the car out of your garage or the tight spot without ever having to get into the vehicle, at least not until after it's cleared everything.
In 500 feet, bear left to stay on Poly Highway.
So do I think it's worth it? Again, I personally think right
Now
now.
bear left to stay on Poly Highway.
Will I continue to do it monthly? I don't know. I'm coming to town.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
So I'm in Honolulu. I came to town so that I can attend this training. But normally I don't come to town too often. All right, I'm
Now
gonna stop
your
it here.
destination is on the right.
Aloha. So there you have it. What did you think? I think personally it was worth it. Will I continue to subscribe monthly? I don't know, but I do think it's worth it. So you should try it out. Again, Mike G. Aloha. Chew.